Hello, welcome to day 5 of the Luxury Style Mastery Class, 5 days to Iconic. Congratulations for making it this far because most people would not get here. So I want you to, first of all, celebrate all the wins that you've had during the last 5 days together. Too many times we don't celebrate our wins, no matter how small they are. When we look back to where we've been, what you've accomplished, I mean, come on, Icon. You need to celebrate where you're at. We look ahead at where we're going and how driven and excited we are for what's to come, but it's time to look back and look at what you've accomplished the last 5 days. I know it's a lot. I know that it can be overwhelming sometimes, depending on where you're at in your style journey. But your personal brand image is an important element of your business. It's an important element of your personal brand. It will lead to your legacy, to your empire, to you igniting your enclothed cognition, and it helps you experience your life differently, more full, more exciting, more alive. So today we're talking about going from styled to iconic. But before we do, I want to give a little bit of housekeeping. You have the replays inside of the digital course that's in my program, my membership portal. You have access to that until April 29th. So this coming Tuesday. Be sure to watch all the replays, take the action, the homework assignments for each day. Those are going to help guide you. So if you are needing to catch up, go do that. Binge watch them this weekend when you have a moment when you're driving in the car to take a listen and to embody the luxury real estate agent that you are and who you are stepping into. All right, I'm going to start sharing my slides for today's lesson. I want to let you know too, before we dive into that we've opened up the Iconic Women Mastermind, which is my style and image program for real estate agents or those who are creating a luxury personal brand image. In there, you get your professional color analysis. You get digital colored swatches. So the digital color swatches is a list of 38 plus colors that are your best colors. And below that are the seasonal trend colors. So we monitor the fashion shows where the designers are putting their shows on. So we already know what's coming up in the fall. Those shows are happening now. So we pull those colors, we pick the ones that are best for your color code. Underneath there, those update twice a year. So we have spring, summer in there right now for 2025. And in the fall and winter colors will update. This is something that you have access to for the lifetime of the product. You don't have to be inside the Iconic Women Mastermind to have access to that. You'll always have that. So you also get a color guide. It's a style guide of style recommendations by color, specifically for you and your color code. So that's the first step. That right there helps on so many levels because your color is the foundation of your style and of your personal brand. Now, that's the first thing that I do with every single one of my clients, whether I'm styling a beginner real estate agent or I'm hiring styling one that is on American Dream TV. We always start with style and a body analysis, a body shape analysis with the silhouettes that look best on your body shape. There's some nuances with each of our bodies that will help us feel more beautiful, more confident. When you are wearing the styles and colors that are your best and most flattering colors and styles, you're going to ignite that enclosed cognition, step into your most iconic self right now, whether it's an in-person event or a photo shoot. Nobody's going to have to tell you how to be this luxury real estate agent. You're going to just start embodying her and feel and own the spaces that you decide to step into. So we start there on every aspect of each of my clients. And you get that right when you join the program. Then you will start working on your goal that you have for your 90 days. And we're going to get into that because you've got to have a goal of where you're going. That, my friend, is your roadmap. You got to know where you're going before you know what steps you want to do. So if your goal in 90 days is to elevate your personal brand image, is it to have a more luxurious style? Then joining the Iconic Woman Mastermind can be a very pivotal, powerful step for you to take. You've been given the pieces that you could do this on your own, but you don't have to. You can have a professional stylist looking specifically at your style, your brand, the image that you want to have. We have 3 live coaching calls that you get to join and ask your questions and to develop and work on the goal and the purpose that you have for being inside the program. It is this mixture of personalized, customized help and being with a group of elite women. It's the best of one-on-one coaching and group coaching. When you join the mastermind by Friday, you get 250, that's 50 private coaching calls with me. And we will cover your goal and set up a plan for you and what you need to do for that goal. You get that absolutely free by joining by midnight tonight. These coaching calls, I normally charge $250 for. You get the 2 of them, $500 value, just by joining by Friday or tonight. So there's that. In addition to that, the mastermind program is set up in 90-day increments. So you have 3 months to pick your goal and to work on that. When you join before Tuesday, not only are you getting everything inside the program, but you also get a discounted price. So on Tuesday night, the price goes up to $1,500. Right now, it's $997. So you get the discounted price. You get the bonus of an additional 3 extra months inside the mastermind. So right now it's 3 months, and then you'll get another 3 months to attack another goal of yours. Now, why am I doing 90 days? Have you heard of the 12-week year? It's a book that basically takes 1 year, a goal that people accomplish in 1 year, and shrink it down to 12 weeks. So in 3 months, you could accomplish a goal that you were, that would normally take a year. And so that's why we do the 3-month increments. You're going to pick one goal to work on. We're not going to worry about every aspect of your style and image. You're going to work on one piece. Maybe during that 90 days, as you really want to start, is to really learn and master your silhouettes and your color. That's what you could take the 90 days getting really good at. And if you did that, you would have such a strong foundation for creating your wardrobe. Maybe step 2, your next goal is to really have a wardrobe, a professional wardrobe that works for you. And you want that to be 90 days. And maybe your goal after that is to create, have a branding shoot. I don't know. You get to pick. You only are committing to 90 days. And then you get an extra bonus, another 90 days. So it's 6 months for the price of one set. So that's $9.97. I think that's all the bonuses that are coming at you, but we'll review those here in a little bit. But hello, I mean, if that is your goal, let's just get that done. All right. We're going to share my screen now. From styled to iconic. Your style is building blocks from number one. The first stage of style is what I talked about, your colors, your silhouettes, and your beauty, meaning hair, makeup, feeling really confident in that. That's phase one of your style. Once you finished phase one, you move on to the essentials. So essentials is having a wardrobe that works for you. Everything in your closet are things that you love, that fit you, and you know how to put them into outfits that they're cute. Kind of, this is where a lot of people are, just kind of like a basic outfit. Phase three is when you take your essentials and turn it into high level styling, really creating that polished, cohesive, stylized brand and image. You got that nailed. Phase four is the iconic phase. And this is where you've really nailed and created an iconic personal brand image. You have your photo shoots nailed. Your photos are nailed. Your social media posts look sharp. Your website, your marketing materials, your for sale sign. That is, you have all that in alignment with you, your brand, and you're rocking it. Okay. So that's phase four. And this is the way that I move through with my clients. A lot of that we talked about this week, and we're going to do some slight review in case you haven't watched all the videos. We're just going to do a really quick review of each of the days. But if this is your first day here, my name is Afton Porter, luxury brand stylist and style coach for real estate agents, host of the Real Estate Icons podcast, and founder of the Iconic Women Mastermind. You ladies, the Iconic Women Mastermind is where you become iconic. You become iconic first before people will see you that way. So you have to see yourself that way. And we do that through image coaching and using the power of personal style. So your luxury success roadmap, you have to know where you're at. We've gone through a lot of elements that you're going to assess. Do you have your colors nailed and your silhouettes nailed? Great. If you do, let's look at the wardrobe that you have in your closet. Is it a fully functional wardrobe? If so, we're going to go to stage three. Do you have high level styling? Do you have all the stylistic elements in your style? Do you feel comfortable in showing up at all the events, styled and polished perfectly, so that when you walk into those events, you are confident? And then the iconic personal brand, you've got your photos are nailed, your marketing materials, your branding colors like are all mwah, right? French kiss. So when you have that done and nailed, you have achieved your iconic personal brand image. So where are you? Where are you at? What are you needing to work on? Let's do a quick review. Oh, number one, I want you to pick one area. So think about this during the review. What's one goal that you know you can work on? 2, set a goal in that area. And 3, give yourself 90 days. We're not going to do this. This isn't going to happen overnight. You're actually, this is a skill that you're going to learn. And even though you've been getting yourself dressed each and every day for I don't know how long, right? Since you were 3 years old, it's okay to not do it well. It's okay to be a beginner in this and give yourself permission to really learn. And it's not hard. But when you have the guidance of a expert stylist, it's going to become more effortless, and you're going to just learn it in the order that makes sense. And you're going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, that was a lot easier than I thought. But it's because if you try to skip steps, it gets so frustrating. You want to pull your hair out. It's like trying to do, algebra and you haven't learned multiplication yet. When you learn it in the process and the way that I teach it, you'll start to design your style in this beautiful way that you never imagined possible. Especially if you feel like you've never had style. That might feel impossible to think that you can be iconic. You are already iconic. And when you walk through the exercises, through the program in the 90 days, you are going to be able to achieve your goal 100%. We'll offer you the support that you need to achieve it in this area. So, day 1, we talked about becoming the icon clients can't ignore. We talked about the psychology of style, why it's so important to make that first great impression. 55% of what people see of you is visual when they first meet you, and they're making those decisions very, very quickly. And if we want them to talk to us long enough to fall in love with what we have to share with them, that they'll hire you as their realtor, you got to have that great first impression. We talked about the psychological effects of the halo effect, the Veblen Goods effect, and social proof effect. When you are able to activate those, the silent language of style, you'll be able to move through the luxury spaces much more quicker and effortlessly than you would otherwise. If your dream client saw you instantly, would your style say, she's the one who can guide me through my $1 million transaction? You handle large transactions as a luxury real estate agent or a luxury brand. You might be working with the biggest investment that they have made to date. They have to trust you. They're going to have to know that you are, without a doubt, the one who's going to be able to handle this. When you pay attention to your style and be detailed and polished, you're going to trigger those psychological effects that are so needed in order for them to make that decision. Yes, you're going to have to be skilled in what you do. I'm not going to be able to help you with that because I am a luxury brand stylist. That is what I help you with. I can help you package your image, but you have to work on your skill level. When they see you, they're going to trust you. They're going to want to work with you. You're going to magnetize your dream clients. So there's 3 pillars of a luxury presence: authority signaling through your style, authentic alignment with who you are on the inside and expressing that through your clothes, and then the appropriate elevation. Think of your goal. What is missing in your style? What do you need to do to elevate your image in your market? And who do you need to become to be able to step into her to accomplish that goal? Those are the three pillars of a luxury presence. Now, day 2, styling for success in the luxury market. We talked about 10 wardrobe staples, 10 things in your closet that you can grab to start putting outfits together now. And the reason why I did this is to help you jumpstart your image. Inside the Iconic Women Mastermind, we have a mini capsule wardrobe. In fact, next Wednesday is when the next one drops, and we will reveal the mini capsule and then go through a live style strategy call on how you can take this capsule wardrobe that I created and customize it for you specifically. So if you're on the call live, I can help you with that. If you're not able to make the call live, you could always email me, ask questions, and also bring those questions to the next call, which is the first Wednesday of the month. We do live calls almost each and every week. If there's a holiday or something else going on, or there's like 5 Wednesdays, I will do a class like this throughout the week so that my mastermind members can come and you can come to learn and grow in your image. So there's different things that we do every week. But the mini capsule wardrobe is to help you so you don't have to think too much about what you're going to wear and really plan 5 to 10 outfits and be ready to go for the month. Because I know that one of the struggles that you have is to consistently show up with your personal brand. It's like waking up in the morning and trying to wing it, throw some outfits together, maybe ask your husband what looks good. I mean, do we really want to trust the husband? But when you don't have anyone to turn to, like that's the best option that you have, right? And then you might end up leaving your house with not really loving what you have on and 5 outfits on the ground. And then you end up running late and frantic and frazzled. That's what we're trying to avoid. We want to plan ahead and be prepared. So that's what the mini capsule wardrobe does. And that's why we talked about 10 wardrobe staples that you could have in your closet, put it together. And I showed you some examples of some wow outfits that were simple. We're not doing these extravagant, I mean, we can, but it's taking just pieces, making tweaks to it so it looks stylish and gorgeous and beautiful and you're polished. All right. So, what is the luxury style code? We define your professional identity. How do you want to be seen? How do you want your personal brand to be? Number 2, curate your professional wardrobe. And number 3, image management, showing up consistently day after day with the image that you want to portray so that you show up as your best version and you're showing the world your best version. Maybe your 90-day goal needs to be to define your professional identity. Really dive into what that is for you and how you want to show up with your style. Maybe your 90-day goal is to curate your professional wardrobe. Go through your closet and really get rid of the clothes that aren't your right colors, that aren't your right silhouettes. See what you have left, see what you can put together. Where are your holes? Do you need to fill it with anything new? Okay, maybe that is what your 90-day goal is. Or maybe you feel really good about your closet, you feel great about your brand identity, but it's the crazy mornings, it's the image management that is a struggle for you, that would be a great 90-day goal for you. So where are you at? What's your struggle? And how can I help you achieve that? All right. The next day was your signature style secrets for luxury. We went into how do you start creating that identity and create an outfit around that. So we created your style icon I am statement. It is your declaration of your identity as a luxury style icon. And it's a mantra to align your style with your goal. So this is important because it helps set the foundation of your confidence and how other people are going to perceive you. So when you use your style icon I am statement, it's going to help you do that. You also learned the BODX system that I use with my clients, and we're given some style recommendations for each of those style classifications. Knowing your body shape is key. You gotta know the foundation, right? That's where your strong foundation comes from. Your colors and your silhouettes. So color coding confidence. And here I taught you about the power of color analysis, how you're going to use the colors to really help you shine and enhance your natural beauty, and maybe what not to do so that you don't pull away from your own beauty. And then how your luxury branding colors need to come from your color analysis. They need to be in alignment because you, as a personal brand, you're going to have those colors next to your face, whether it's your marketing materials, it's your for sale sign, it's your handouts, your business card, your social media posts. I know all the work that you guys are doing. Let's make sure we're making the impact that needs to happen in a beautiful way, creating this polished, detailed version. Okay, why your brand identity matters in luxury real estate. This is how you're going to become recognizable. We talked about different luxury brands, how they use color to make it really easy to identify them. And we talked about the psychology of color, how it changes how confident we are on the inside, because you know when you're wearing one of your best colors. And you know when you're wearing a color that you're like, this doesn't look good. You might not know why it doesn't look good, but like you're like, ew. But it's the colors in the middle, I feel like, is the most dangerous because you don't know right away that those colors are not best for you. And you go, it's the whole lukewarm, okay. Well, this color is okay. Listen, you need to be wearing your best colors so that you can show up as the best version of you. Your brain can be activated in your most highest creative, giving version of yourself so that you're not thinking about you and you can just love on your people more. Talk to your clients at a whole new level. It's the lukewarm, it's the they're okay. This outfit is okay. This color is okay. That is probably the most dangerous part of your personal style. You don't even realize how much it's holding you back because it's okay. It's actually the most dangerous place to be. When you know your best colors from your digital color swatches and you take those and into your closet, consider it for your branding colors. It's a game changer and you don't have to question it ever again. You got this. So you learned the color psychology. So we talked about brand recognition with color, the colors that are best for you to wear, and then the psychology is, and I think it's important to think about this. I don't think it's the end all be all, meaning you should not choose a color because even though you're leaning towards another color, but you're like, ooh, I want to create that emotion, so I need to pick that color. I feel like you get your color analysis, you pick some branding colors from there, and then check out what's the color psychology, what's the emotion that those colors are creating, and is that in alignment with how I want to, the experience I want to offer my clients. So I think it's something to definitely consider, and you need to be aware of what the emotion and the color psychology behind your branding colors. So you're not repelling clients unintentionally. Like you want it all to be in alignment, and it's definitely something to consider. So knowing and being aware, what is the experience that I want to give my clients, and how can I best do that through the visual image of my personal brand? So from styled to iconic, this is where it leads us to today. Think about, did you, as we went through that, did you identify an area that you know if you mastered that area, it would be game changer for you? Is it your style? Oh my gosh, if I master my style, then when it would change how I show up, it would change how I feel about myself. Is it if I can just had the clothes in my closet where I walked in it and it felt like my own private boutique that you handpicked and put in your closet specifically for you, and you felt that way, and it's your favorite place to walk into to shop from each and every day, maybe that's what you need to work on. Because here's the spoiler alert: you did handpick everything in your closet. How did you do? Everything that is in your closet right now, you literally had to order online, go to a store, pick it up, say, this is something I want, buy it, and then bring it home to you or have it shipped to your home and then put it in your closet. Like you literally hand picked everything in your closet. How have you been doing? Is there any room for improvement? That would be a game changer if you elevated that. Maybe it's your in-person presence. Maybe you do a lot of speaking. Maybe you do a lot of presenting, and you don't maybe feel comfortable in the rooms and you question what you wore. Have you had to cancel any events because you didn't have something to wear? That is such a big one. You know how many people actually do that? If you had an event at your house, there's probably a good percentage of people that could have gone to your party but didn't because they were worried they were going to wear. And think about how many lost opportunities are if you cancel going to that networking event, cancel going to that party, cancel going to that dinner that was honoring a friend of yours because you didn't know what to wear. You didn't feel comfortable. So we want to avoid any of those problems, right? So where do you need to work on? Is it your photos? I mean, listen, if you've been in the industry for very long, you have some headshots. Is there room for improvement? If you were to seriously elevate it, does it look like it the same when you first started, when early on in your business? Does it show that authority? Does it express your success that you have, that you are the agent that they need to hire, that they should call when they're looking for a new home or need to list a home? And it's not even just your headshots, it's your whole branding, essence, and aesthetic and vibe. Does it scream luxury? Does it have your unique elements that allow you to stand out. I love using the power of your personal your personal style to help you stand out in your market. It is the differentiator that's going to make you different than somebody else in your market who's also crushing it. How are they going to decide if they want to hire you or them? They're going to look at your personal brand. They're going to look at you. And if you're wearing the black blazer and the white shirt, it's fine. But how can we make it more exquisite? Show how you are extraordinary in what you do. Your branding photos are more than a headshot, and they should be updated. I recommend that they're updated yearly, but you need to have a cadence of some sort where you're updating those. And your branding photos could also be your content photos. How are you showing up on social media? Are you showing up on social media or are you hiding your face? Great goal for 90 days. If you're not currently showing yourself or you're minimizing yourself on your social media, listen, people don't connect with houses. Well, okay, there are some castles that I love, like Versailles. I have a connection to that. But unless it's Versailles owned by Marie Antoinette, most people aren't going to be connected to a house. And when you show your face consistently, doesn't have to be every time you post, but consistently, people are going to build a connection with you and your personal brand. So there's a lot of different elements that you can work on your image for 90 days. We're going to start with your color analysis, your body shape guide, your digital swatches, your color guide. That's all the foundation. But your goal and what you're going to work on and implement during those 90 days is all you. You get to decide what that is, and I'll work with you on that. And the group, like you guys, the mastermind members are amazing. And they also like to mastermind. We like to see each other. We like to help each other out. If there's something that comes up, you're welcome to put your input and get input from everyone. It's really, truly a beautiful space that if you're looking for connection, if you're looking for a network, that alone is worth the investment. So it's $997 for the first 3 months that you're in the program. You get all the things that we've talked about. You sign up by tonight, you get 2 additional private coaching calls with me. You'll want to have it. Oh, and you also get an extra 3 months. We can't forget that. Okay, let's go on here. What is your 90-day goal going to be? And you're more than welcome to do it on your own. You have the tools. You have some guidance. You can most definitely, from what you've learned today, have some success. But if you don't want to go it alone, come join us inside the Iconic Women Mastermind. You get the 3 bonus months inside the mastermind. So instead of 3 months for $997, you get 6 months inside there. Here it all is laid out, your color analysis, digital swatches, your body type guide, the style and image coaching, seasonal trend report, and the monthly mini capsule wardrobe. Join by tonight, you get the 2 bonus style sessions. Here is the QR code. Let me know if you have any questions. So the mastermind, we meet Wednesdays at 2 p.m. When we meet live, it's 2 p.m. Eastern. And so that's the same time that these calls have been. If you've been able to make these calls, you should most certainly be able to make the mastermind calls. They are 1 hour long. The calls are from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. And sometimes we have other bonus sessions that are at different times and all of that. But that's been the cadence of our calls is 2 p.m. on Wednesdays. Yes. So the color analysis is what I do is you're going to submit a picture, and I'm the one that does the color analysis. You will submit the picture with no makeup on, and I have a system that I use that I will put different colors at behind. Believe it or not, your digital pictures will pick up the differences in color behind it, just like if I were to put a fabric swatch on you. The important thing is that we just have a very clear picture of your eyes and your skin and your hair. So how we do that is I have you take a picture inside so you have natural light, you're facing the natural light, and I can't have you squinting or anything. You want to just have a relaxed face, and if you have someone else, just take the picture straight on. Then I look at that and I compare it against all the different colors and contrast levels, and so I could see which is best for you. And then via email, you'll get the results with your digital color swatches and your color guide. And the same goes for the body analysis. So when I do your body shape analysis, you're going to submit photos and a questionnaire of, so I could see your body visually. You're going to tell me areas of concern. You're going to give me your height and all of that so I can make I could tell by what's going on, and then I will submit your body shape analysis. If you get the 2 bonus sessions, you can ask your questions during those private sessions as we work through your game plan for your 90-day goal. However, either way, we will have group calls where you can ask your questions too. You can email them to me if you're not able to make it live, and I'll either answer your question really quick via email, or I will bring it up during the call. At the end of the call, I'll answer the live questions first, and then I will bring up your question. So when you watch the replay, you get your answers. Sometimes doing a verbal a live answer to a question can give you a more accurate and detailed response versus an email. So depending if it's something super easy, I can just shoot you an email. I'll probably do that. But listen, if you have a question, so does somebody else. That's the beautiful part about coaching. You learn so much, even if you're not the one that's asking the questions. Oh my gosh, so much. I love being coached. I love being in coaching groups, and I love coaching my clients. So that's how the color analysis and the body shape guide goes. I can coach you on. So we recently just I pulled up some pictures of real estate agents who are marketing their business online versus in video. So we would take their video, I would do a lesson on what they did well, talk about what didn't go well. Oh, I think the bonus to that is inside the digital course. I think it's in there. There is one in there. I don't remember if it's a headshot one. It might be the headshot one. But we just recently went through what did they do well? What do they need to work on? And it wasn't anyone in the group specifically that I was sharing, but it was like, look for this, don't do that. And then afterwards, anyone could ask any questions that they had. So I like to do a teaching 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes before, and then answer any questions. So even if you don't have any questions, you still want to show up because I'm going to be teaching something that is going to make an impact in what your image, whether it's style or how you're showing up online, right? Because image is more than just what you got on your clothes, right? It's How are you showing up? How are you being seen? Are you letting yourself be seen, or are you hiding in some way? Right? I love it all. I cover all the areas. I want to make sure it's called the Iconic Women Mastermind for a reason. It's more than style. It's more than coaching. This is your iconic transformation. This is an inside out approach for you. Could you just work on your style? Absolutely. If that's your 90-day goal. But there's so much more. So it's not style and image coaching, right? It's iconic. This is when you are stepping into your most iconic version. Someone who does that, they are fearless. They are confident. And it's a presence that is not the same as someone who's just showing up stylish. It's not the same as someone who's coming in and being loud and overwhelming other people. It's not iconic. Someone who is iconic comes in with this quiet confidence that can just show up and have this magnetic presence that they can serve other people. People can come to them. People feel comfortable around them. And they're showing up without worrying about what other people think. They're showing up with this internal confidence that just oozes out of them. You know, you're not iconic just because you're stylish, right? Like we think of icons and we think of them visually. We think of, Audrey Hepburn in her little black dress. You think of Gwyneth Paltrow, not Gwyneth, what's her name? Ah, I get her confused. Anyway, you think of your icon that you think of when you think of an icon. You visually are picturing an image of them that you probably have seen on repeat. You've seen that image of them a lot. And so that's your visual image of them. But an icon isn't an icon because of what she's wearing. It's not because of what she does. It's who she is. How she looks is just an expression of who she is on the inside. So I would love to welcome you in to your next era, your iconic era inside of the mastermind. If this feels like the right time for you, come join us. If you need a payment plan, they are available. So when you click on the QR code, when you scan that, and it takes you to the landing page, let me walk you through that for you. Here we go. Let's see. I'm going to show you what it looks like and how you can find a payment plan for you. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Just pulling it up for you so you could see where you would. Okay, so when you go to styleguidesociety.com/join, you're going to see the enroll button. You can you can scroll down through. It just talks about within 90 days or less, iconic style transformation. You're going to click on that. When you click on that, it gives you this price, $9.97. It tells you all the information in the detail, and it's going to pop up here. It will populate. So the Afterpay and the Klarna are both ways that you can create your own payment plan. So if you go straight into paid it here with your credit card, debit card, then it will charge you it will charge you the $9.97, also the Google Pay and PayPal. Those are your options here. The Klarna and the Afterpay offer payment plans. You get to pick whether you want it to be 4 months, 6 months. I'm not sure all the details, but when you click on it, it will give you different options. Let's see. So here, pay now in 4 interest-free payments. So $249, you could pay 4 interest-free payments. So I mean, hello, that's a great way to get on your payment plan. And then you also can pick between 3 and 18 months. So that is what I would recommend if you are needing some type of a payment plan to get started. All right. Any other questions do you have? Tell me all the questions. So inside of the program, you can go watch all the past trainings. This has been open since October. It hasn't been too long, but we've been in there since October. So there's past trainings that you can go back and watch. When we start the first week when we start next week, if you need an orientation of how to get through everything, we can schedule something. But when you go in there, it says image coaching calls, the date and the subject. And then there's style coaching calls, the date and the topic. And then again, the hot seat calls, the dates and the subject, and then the mini capsule wardrobes. You can go back in there. They are there. Yeah. So there's some videos from since October. I think we started the middle of October is when we first launched the mastermind. Yeah, that's actually a really good suggestion. We don't currently have a master list of everybody in there, but I'm going to write that down because we do need to have a list, voluntary list, if you want to put your name and your information so you can network either outside of the mastermind or like, let's say you have a client that's moving to Charlotte and you're looking for a real estate agent in Charlotte, then you can connect each other. I love that idea. I love that. We'll definitely get that started. Yeah, so you get your results within 3 business days of submitting your photos. Yes. And I'll get them to you sooner, but when you submit it through my program, I will grab them. It notifies me and I will submit your results after that. Yeah. So I was a brand stylist for Phoenix Fashion Week for their fashion brands. That's when I've been in the fashion industry forever. I've done runway. I used to do my own runway shows. I worked for a modeling agency. Um, and so it only made sense that I did that when I stepped back into the fashion world after having children. And um, I just fell in love with being a brand stylist and styling them and really I love productions. I love big events. And so creating an image that is in your head and getting it out and putting it into a visual photo and working with photographers. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love it. Yes. So I have a life coaching certification from the Life Coach School. Yeah. Uh-huh. Any other questions? Well, I am so excited to welcome you guys into the Iconic Women Mastermind. Get those get those bonus sessions with me. That's like some magic can happen. Yes. So if you're already in the mastermind, you can, if you are, okay, listen. If you want to just book a session with me before committing to the mastermind, you can do that. It's $250. And then if you want to do a power session with me, it's 50 minutes. And then, or I would say do a power hour. It's 50 minutes. And then, or power hour, it's an hour, $250. And that could go towards the mastermind. But you got to do that by today, right? Because you have your free, you have that could count as one of your free bonus private sessions. Actually, I would put it towards your mastermind if you did that before a Tuesday. So remember, on Tuesday, the price is going up to $1,500 and the bonuses are going away. So if you want those extra 3 months, you'll want to sign up before Tuesday. Yes. And I feel like there was another bonus. Am I also giving you the extra 3 months? Oh, that's what I just said. Yeah. Okay. All right. I love you ladies so much. If you have any other questions, just shoot me an email, respond to any of the emails I sent you. You have access to the videos, the replays, the bonus content until Tuesday night. I will be here for you answering your questions. Your homework for today. Your homework for today is to identify your 90-day goal. All right. Mwah. Love you. Until next time, think like a style icon, ladies. Bye-bye.